Hi everybody, I'm Frank Viviano and I'm running for Macomb Township Supervisor. The other day I was fortunate enough to sit down with Candice Miller, our Public Works Commissioner here in Macomb County. Candice Miller is somebody I greatly admire and I think she's been a terrific public servant. I have a recording of that conversation for you. I do apologize for the quality of the video. My internet connection wasn't all that good when she and I were recording this, but the audio is good. So thank you for watching and enjoy. Well, hi, Candice. I thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to me today. I wish we could do it in person, but obviously things are the way they are. And um, but I not only do I want to thank you for your time, but I really want to thank you for all of the years of service that you've given to Macomb County. Um, you have served all these various roles, and you brought such distinction, and you served with such professionalism and grace that qualities that I admire. And it's really, in my first attempt at public office, it's what I hope to emulate.
Well, thanks so much, Frank. I am happy to join with you today. And I appreciate all those very kind comments. One of the things that I've always thought is, public service can really be a very honorable calling. Unfortunately, every now and then you got a couple bad apples and everybody seems to get painted with the same broad brush. But that's really not the case. And so it's important that we have really good people with high integrity, with high character, people that feel very strongly about giving back to the community, and that also have the qualifications and the professionalism that's necessary, I think, in our various offices. And so I am absolutely delighted. I was a little bit surprised when you first contacted me, but I am just delighted that you have decided to step forward as a candidate for Macomb Township Supervisor, because I was very happy to meet with you and discuss your vision and your ideas for how you can improve your community and what you can bring to the table. And based on those conversations, and of course, I've known you and your family for many, many years, I was just very proud and am proud to endorse you and endorse your candidacy for Macomb Township Supervisor. I think you will be a tremendous value add in a township, in a beautiful community that has unfortunately been marred with a few, as we talk about, a few bad apples that have made things there uncomfortable for a lot of folks. So time for a change, and you're a change that's necessary, I think.
Well, I am very hopeful that I can do that for our township. I imagine that when you decided to leave Congress, you probably had all kinds of opportunities, but you chose to go back and serve in a position where you had issues similar to what I'm facing in Macomb Township. You were following in Mr. Morocco and Dino Bucci and all of the issues that have now become public. And I'm following in to what is still left over 3 years later from Mr. Bucci's time in office. So how do you regain the public trust? How do you establish an honest and open and transparent government when there hasn't been?
It's really true. I decided to leave the Congress. I knew that I wanted to stay home here in Macomb County, and I did have some interesting opportunities, mostly in the private sector, and I thought pretty seriously about going back into the private sector. But this is sort of what I do. And in addition to that, I also think that as I looked at what was happening in the Macomb County Public Works office, I saw that office for a nexus for things that I'm very interested in, because I'm a huge advocate, as I know you are, for clean water, for water quality of life. And I also had a big interest, and always have, in transportation issues. So infrastructure issues, underground, et cetera. I used to serve on the infrastructure committee in the House of Representatives. So I saw this job as a nexus for those two things. I also knew that Anthony Morocco had all kinds of issues. It was widely known, and I'm not speaking out of turn now, since it's been all over the papers. He's been arraigned on a number of different counts, and Dino Bucci his bagman, that's the only term I can think to describe him as, has also pled guilty on some charges, federal charges. And so it was widely known that that department was really pay to play. And I just thought, you know, I looked at it and I knew that the department could be so much more. But you have to change the culture. First thing you have to do is win, right? So the people have to buy into your vision. And that's where you are right now, is just talking to the residents of Macomb Township, to the voters there, and talking to them about your candidacy and what you see, what you can bring, and how you can help the community. And then if they give you the opportunity, which I'm very hopeful that they will, because I think you'll do great, you know, you have to start by surrounding yourself with people of, like yourself, people of integrity, people that are professional, people that can really help you. You have a good management team. And I think you have a lot of excellent employees there already in the township. But they certainly need leadership. Everybody has to pull together. There has to be a team. It's never about one individual, no matter how good you think you are, or how good I think I am, or whatever. It's really never that. It's always about the team that you have, and the willingness for all of the team to buy into your vision and then pull together and really help the community. In Macomb Township, oh my gosh, it's one of the most loveliest communities anywhere, or the state of Michigan, but in the country. Beautiful community. And it's really a community that I think you reflect very well, which is why I was interested in your candidacy. I look at Macomb Township as a community, you know, municipality. People are very interested in their community. You can just see it in the schools, and how engaged people are with their children, with their family. As well, I know you are a man of faith, and I think that's very important. So I think you bring all those various qualities and reflect Macomb Township and Macomb County. And I think Macomb Township has huge opportunities, just waiting for someone to help pull it all together and go forward. So I'm very excited about your candidacy.
Well, thank you, Kenneth. You know, I do plan to be the leader that I think's been missing in our township for a long time. I agree with you 100%. We have tremendous people. We have tremendous employees, and physically, I mean, we're right in the middle of the county, a county that I grew up in. We have a large amount of rivers and open area and areas that need to be looked at and preserved. And we have great subdivisions and families, and all the things that attracted my wife and I to Macomb Township over 20 years ago. They're all still there. They just haven't been brought to fruition like I believe they should have been by now. And I'm hoping that with all of my time in the private sector, leading successful businesses and building teams, that I can bring that same thing to the township, and then we can take all of our natural assets and our assets of people and build on them. That's what I hope to do.
Yeah, I think you're going to be able to do that. And I will tell you that the Macomb County Public Works Office looks forward to working with you shoulder to shoulder, as you mentioned about a lot of your natural assets in Macomb Township is very blessed with. I mean, you have a couple of branches of the Clinton River, right? You have the middle branch and the north branch of the Clinton River that run through the township, as well as you have all kinds of county drains that are in a lot of people's backyards, right? And and they are a beautiful asset. They can be a big value to your property and to your family to be able to utilize them. And so we've been trying to clean out a lot of these drains that hadn't been touched for years, because not only can they be beautiful assets, they really do serve a purpose. So when we get these heavy rains, we have to make sure that our drains are functioning properly so we don't get backups. And then, as far as any kind of contaminants or pollutants that might get into our drains, we've set up a really good notification protocol system. And so there's a number of different things that we're doing. And of course, we also work with you with your sewer, your underground. We have a large interceptor, but the municipality, in your case, Macomb Township, you have your own sewer system. So we work very closely with the township and want to continue that good relationship that we've developed as well. I just think, as I say, there's lots of opportunity there. And Hey, we're all on the same page here. We you know, if you win, we sort of have the same bosses, right?
Me
The
too.
constituents of Macomb Township, for both of us, really. And so we will have different roles. We have different roles, but a lot of things that can be very complementary as well, I think.
Yeah, well, I have noticed a lot of the progress that you've made. It's a stark contrast to the lack of progress that was made prior to you. Living in the township, I had noticed many dirty rivers, blockades in the dams that were built up after storms. I would see trash just piled up on the shorelines by people's houses, and a lot of that is gone. It is, and I am looking forward to a time when I can work with you and we can make even more improvements.
Yeah, we've done a lot of drain clean out all over Macomb County, but Macomb Township, we've done some huge clean outs there. And hopefully the people are seeing seeing that that's an advantage to them. And really, they need to be able to feel that their tax dollars are working for them and things that they need to have done, things that government does have a role in and should be doing. So anyway, we've said in our department, my vision for the department in the 3.5 years that I've been there is quality of life, water quality of life, clean water. And then also, how can we be a critical component of economic prosperity? So because we're out there, we have our soil erosion inspectors. If there's a subdivision that's being built, our soil erosion inspectors have to be on site to make sure that there aren't violations or sedimentation that's getting into the drains, or environmental damage and various things like that. Of course, we have our drain maintenance folks that are in and out of Macomb Township all the time. And then I have my contractor inspectors. They're out there making sure that the different things that we've approved and plans are being adhered to. So, we want to treat everybody fairly. We want to be a component of economic prosperity. On the other hand, we have regulations that we have to enforce, and we are enforcing because they're for the good of everybody. And I think all the contractors and builders have worked, well with us. They all tell me that it is a night and day difference in the culture now. First of all, they're not getting shook down for fundraisers. Let me just tell you, I'll put it right out there. I mean, that's some of the stuff that Morocco, whatever. I won't say too much. All you have to do is read the papers to see what happened there. But the stories are legend. And and so, we now have people that are working for the county. Okay, they work for the county, not for themselves. They work for Macomb County. They get a lot done.
I think it's great what everything you've done. I am looking forward to really getting involved throughout my township in a way that's meaningful, in a way that that we can really make the lives of everyone just a little bit better. And it's like I said earlier, I just see there's so much potential in our township that's untapped still. And I think working with you and working with other leaders in our area, that I'm going to be able to start to bring some results to the citizens of Macomb Township, because they deserve it. They really do. I think they've been neglected for too long, and they have not gotten good government. And if there's anything that I can say about knowing you and being an observer of your career, you typify what good government should be. So I thank you for that. And I appreciate the opportunity to be able to call you and bend your ear and get your opinion on things when I need it.
I'm happy to do that, and not just because of my current role as the Public Works Commissioner. I served 12 years as a Harrison Township Supervisor, so believe me, I know what you're walking into better than you know.
I'm sure you do.
I know you're up for the challenge, and you're going to do a great job, Frank. So again, I'm really pleased and very proud to endorse your candidacy for Macomb Township Supervisor, and I look forward to working with you. So good luck.
Great. I am too. Thank you, Candice. I appreciate your time. I know you're busy, so I will let you get back to serving the people of Macomb County.
Thanks so much. Bye now.
Bye.